I'm Dr. Adam Walker, and today I'm going to reveal the silent health risks that could be affecting seniors over 60. I'm a surgeon. I've spent decades inside operating rooms watching patients fight battles they could have avoided. And one thing has become crystal clear: the choices we make at the start of our day often set the course for the rest of our lives. Today, I want to tell you about something that millions of older adults consume every morning, something seemingly harmless, even comforting, but in reality, it is quietly destroying your body from the inside out. I'm talking about sugary breakfast cereals, the ones in bright boxes with cartoon mascots that make you feel nostalgic, that make you think, this is just breakfast. But it's not just breakfast, it's a silent saboteur. When you pour that bowl of cereal and watch the colorful flakes disappear into milk, what happens inside your body is shocking. The sugar floods your bloodstream almost immediately. Your pancreas responds by releasing insulin to deal with the spike, but over time, repeated spikes train your body to resist insulin. This condition, known as insulin resistance, is the first domino in a chain reaction that can lead to type 2 diabetes. According to the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, older adults who regularly consume high-sugar breakfasts experience higher levels of arterial stiffness, a condition that makes your heart work harder, increases your risk of heart attack, and accelerates aging. But it's not just your heart at risk. Your brain, the control center of your life, suffers as well. Studies in the Alzheimer's and Dementia Journal have found that chronic high-sugar intake is linked to reduced memory performance and impaired brain plasticity. In other words, the very food that gives you a fleeting burst of energy in the morning may be stealing your ability to think clearly, remember names, or recall cherished moments. Imagine enjoying breakfast while unknowingly sabotaging your most precious organ, the one that holds every memory of your children, your grandchildren, your triumphs, and your loves. Inflammation is another silent effect of sugary cereals. Each bite sends your body into a state of stress. Your immune system reacts, cytokines spike, and over time, this chronic inflammation can damage tissues throughout your body. From your joints to your arteries, nothing is spared. Research shows that persistent inflammation contributes to arthritis, heart disease, and even certain cancers. That innocent-looking breakfast is a hidden accelerant, quietly fueling processes that age your body faster than the calendar ever could. And the effects don't end with physical health. There's also a psychological toll. Blood sugar spikes are followed by crashes, and this roller coaster affects mood, energy, and motivation. Older adults often report fatigue, irritability, and low motivation after high-sugar breakfasts. That's not just feeling tired, it's your brain struggling under the toxic effects of sugar, your neurons firing inconsistently, and your neurotransmitters struggling to maintain balance. Your breakfast should energize you, not trap you in a fog that steals your mornings and clouds your days. Let's talk numbers because the science is stark. A single bowl of sugary cereal can contain anywhere from 12 to 18 grams of sugar, or more, just for breakfast. That's nearly 4 teaspoons in a single sitting. Now imagine consuming that level of sugar every day for decades. A study published in the British Medical Journal tracked older adults over 10 years and found that those who consistently consumed high-sugar breakfasts had a 38% higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes, and a 27% higher risk of heart disease. Every spoonful might feel harmless, but the cumulative effect is catastrophic. Even more alarming, sugar doesn't just affect your metabolism, it alters your taste and cravings. Regularly consuming sugary breakfasts rewires your brain's reward system. Foods that once satisfied you no longer do. You crave more sugar, more refined carbohydrates, more processed foods. This cycle of addiction keeps you trapped, often without realizing it, and it's insidiously hard to break free after 60, when your metabolism naturally slows down and your organs are less resilient. I've seen patients who thought they were eating healthy because they skipped lunch or avoided fast food, but they couldn't understand why their blood sugar was rising, why their energy plummeted, why their memory felt foggy. The answer was always the same: their morning cereal. What seems innocent, what seems convenient, what seems just a treat is, in reality, an accelerant for chronic disease, cognitive decline, and accelerated aging. But knowledge is power, and here's what science makes clear. You can stop this damage immediately. You can reclaim your mornings, your energy, and your health. Swapping that sugary cereal for a breakfast that stabilizes blood sugar, reduces inflammation, and nourishes your body is not just beneficial, it's transformative. Steel-cut oats, Greek yogurt with berries, chia seeds, or a handful of nuts release energy slowly, feed your brain, and protect your heart. These are not just foods, they are shields. They fight back against the forces of aging, disease, and decline. Imagine waking up at 7 a.m. feeling alert, calm, and energized. You pour yourself a bowl of oatmeal, add some berries for antioxidants, a sprinkle of chia for omega-3s, and maybe a few almonds for healthy fat. You eat, knowing that every bite is building resilience in your heart, your brain, and your body. You are no longer a victim of hidden sugar. You are a warrior against aging. You are choosing life. After 60, every decision matters more than ever. That sugary cereal isn't just breakfast, it's a daily choice between accelerated decline or vibrant longevity. It's a choice between brain fog and mental clarity, between sluggishness and vitality, between inflammation and protection. Science has given us the tools, we have the knowledge, and it starts with one simple act: what you eat for breakfast. So I'm telling you, as a surgeon who has seen too many lives shortened or diminished by preventable choices, toss the cereal, replace it with whole, nourishing foods. Respect your body, honor your brain, protect your heart. Your mornings can no longer be wasted on sugar. Make them count, because the years ahead depend on it. And the moment you make that choice, you are taking the first step toward health, longevity, and a life that thrives well past 60. Every bite of sugar avoided is a step toward freedom. Every choice to eat real, whole foods is a step toward strength. And every morning you get to decide whether you will be a silent victim of aging or an empowered architect of your future. The alarm clock rings. The day begins. And now, the breakfast you choose can define the decades ahead. Choose wisely. Your life, your brain, and your heart are counting on it. After decades in the operating room, I've learned one undeniable truth. The food you eat in the morning can either defend your body or betray it. If you're over 60, it is no longer a matter of convenience or habit. It is a matter of survival. We've already spoken about the danger of sugary cereals, the silent saboteurs that spike your blood sugar, inflame your arteries, and cloud your mind. Now, let's turn to the other side of the story. The breakfasts that don't just feed you, but actually fight for your health, protect your brain, and fortify your heart. The science is astonishing. When older adults consume breakfasts rich in protein, fiber, healthy fats, and micronutrients, studies show a significant reduction in inflammation, improved cognitive function, and lower risk of chronic diseases. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition revealed that older adults who consumed protein-rich breakfasts had better blood sugar control throughout the day, reduced hunger, and preserved muscle mass, a key factor in maintaining independence and mobility past 60. Consider Greek yogurt. It's more than just a creamy treat. It is a powerhouse of protein, probiotics, and essential nutrients. Protein helps maintain muscle, which naturally declines after 60, leaving you vulnerable to falls and frailty. Probiotics support a healthy gut microbiome, which is directly linked to immunity, mental health, and even cardiovascular function. And the beauty of Greek yogurt is its versatility. You can add fresh berries, a sprinkle of chia seeds, or a handful of nuts, creating a breakfast that is both delicious and life-sustaining. Oats are another miracle in a bowl. Steel-cut or rolled oats release energy slowly, avoiding the sugar spikes that refined cereals trigger. They are rich in soluble fiber, particularly beta-glucan, which lowers LDL cholesterol and protects your heart. A study in the Journal of Nutrition found that older adults consuming oats regularly had improved arterial function and lower inflammation markers. Add a dash of cinnamon, some berries for antioxidants, and a spoonful of seeds, and you have a breakfast that is anti-aging in every bite. Healthy fats are equally critical. Omega-3 fatty acids found in chia seeds, flax seeds, and walnuts have been shown to protect the brain from cognitive decline. In one landmark study published in Neurology, older adults with higher omega-3 levels had significantly better memory retention and slower brain volume loss. Even a handful of nuts each morning can improve heart health, stabilize blood sugar, and support joint health. After 60, these fats are not indulgences. They are armor against the diseases that steal vitality. But a nutrient-dense breakfast is not just about individual foods, it's about building a routine that supports your entire day. Start your morning with a combination of protein, healthy fats, and fiber. Greek yogurt with berries and chia seeds, oats with almond butter and walnuts, avocado on whole grain toast topped with a poached egg. These meals are scientifically proven to sustain energy, regulate appetite, reduce inflammation, and enhance cognitive clarity. They are the very foods that help you wake up sharp, focused, and alive. The impact on the brain is profound. A 2022 study in Frontiers in Aging Neuroscience found that older adults consuming nutrient-rich breakfasts performed better on memory and attention tests compared to those who ate high-sugar breakfasts. Their neurons were firing efficiently, synapses were healthier, and cognitive resilience was markedly improved. Imagine starting every day with a breakfast that actually strengthens your brain, protects your memory, and reduces the risk of dementia. This is not hypothetical. It is reality, confirmed by research and clinical observation. And it doesn't stop at the brain. Cardiovascular health is dramatically affected. Whole, nutrient-dense breakfasts reduce post-meal blood sugar spikes, lower triglycerides, and improve vascular function. According to a study in Circulation, older adults who swapped sugary cereals for high-fiber, protein-rich breakfasts experienced measurable reductions in arterial stiffness and inflammation within weeks. Your heart is literally stronger because of what you choose to eat in the first hour of your day. Practicality is key. You don't need to spend an hour in the kitchen. Overnight oats, Greek yogurt parfaits, nut and seed mixes, or quick chia puddings can be prepared the night before. The key is to remove refined sugar and replace it with whole foods that nourish your body. You are not just eating breakfast, you are making a daily investment in longevity. Every bite is a choice to protect your heart, fortify your brain, and preserve your independence. Even your mood responds to these choices. Nutrient-dense breakfasts stabilize blood sugar, preventing the crashes that trigger irritability, fatigue, and brain fog. They provide steady energy, allowing you to tackle your morning with focus and clarity. Scientific research increasingly shows that gut health, influenced by fiber and probiotics in breakfast foods, affects neurotransmitter production and mood regulation. Simply put, what you eat in the morning can help you feel calm, happy, and resilient throughout the day. Let me be clear, after 60, every meal is a battle against aging, and breakfast is the first and most important fight. By choosing nutrient-dense, whole foods over sugar-laden cereals, you are not making a small change. You are rewriting the trajectory of your health. You are preserving your memory, protecting your heart, supporting your joints, and stabilizing your energy. You are taking back control in a way that is backed by decades of research and countless clinical observations. Imagine this. You wake up, pour yourself a bowl of steel-cut oats, sprinkle in walnuts and chia seeds, add a handful of blueberries, and drizzle a touch of cinnamon. You take your first bite. Each mouthful stabilizes your blood sugar, strengthens your heart, and nourishes your brain. Every bite is a statement. You refuse to be a passive observer of aging. You are an active participant in your longevity. You are choosing vitality over decline. You are choosing life. Because here's the truth. After 60, it is not the morning alarms or the daily stresses that will define your quality of life. It is the choices you make at the breakfast table. Sugar and processed cereals accelerate decline. Whole, nutrient-rich foods protect and empower. The difference between a sluggish, foggy morning and one filled with energy, clarity, and resilience could be a single decision. And the time to make that decision is now, every morning for the rest of your life. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to overhaul everything overnight. Start small. Replace one sugary breakfast with a nutrient-dense alternative. Notice how your energy stabilizes, how your mood lifts, how your body feels lighter, sharper, and more alive. Then keep going. Day by day, bite by bite, you are building a body and brain that defy the statistics, that thrive beyond 60, that give you decades of independence, clarity, and joy. This is not a suggestion. This is a prescription. Breakfast is not a trivial meal. It is the foundation of your health, the first battle in your fight against aging, and the daily act that can protect your most precious organs. When you choose Greek yogurt, oats, berries, nuts, and seeds, you are choosing longevity. You are choosing strength. You are choosing life itself. So tomorrow morning, when you wake up, make that choice. Pour the nutrient-dense breakfast, take the first bite, and know that every decision you make at that table is shaping the decades ahead. Your brain, your heart, your body, they are counting on you. And with every morning that you fuel yourself correctly, you are winning the fight. You are claiming a life of health, clarity, and vitality well beyond 60.